Arts Crafty Creations. So I have another Bag and Tag Tuesday video today, and today I'm going to be using the Simon Says Stamp card kit of the month. This one is the Totally Unforgettable, and I can't remember what month this actually was for. Let's see, it shipped in July, so it might be the August kit. It's either the July or August kit. Anyways, so I was going to go through the kit, show you what it comes with, and then we will start making our bag and tag for Tuesday. So let's get into the kit. So as usual, it comes with a list of all the items and some inspirational projects for you if you wanted to look at those. It comes with an embossing folder for this month, which I will be using in the card today, in the bag today. And I haven't actually impressed with it yet, but it looks like it's going to be pretty. So, embossing folder. Then you have a pack of 6x6 paper with the frogs on it. There's frogs. I've already cut into it. There's like a plaid, a yellow plaid, a plaid, blue, stripes, and it has this little like quilting like pattern, ladybugs, some green leafy things, polka dots, and some flowers. And they're single sided sheets, so you don't have to make a choice of what you want to actually use. So 6x6 paper pad. It comes with a stamp set. That's all toad related or frog related. Toad or frog. Toad or frog. So we'll use that today. I've already stamped and colored some of the frogs, and I've already stamped sentiments from here. So that's the pad, the stamp set. You get some shaker bits to do a shaker card, and they're actually little frogs and flowers, and it's the Lily Pad Leap set. You get some googly eyes for your frogs, a sheet of acetate to make a shaker. You get some foam adhesive. These are the strips, the thin strips. I probably won't be using these today because they're not very thick. I'd have to double them up. So, but you do get that. You get a stencil that has lily pads and flowers with a clouds, and then I think this is supposed to like be water representing. You also get a storage bag to store your stuff in, as well as 2 envelopes and looks like 3 sheets of cardstock. So that's the kit for that month, and what we're going to do is we are going to make a bag, a tag, and a card using this kit. So stick around and we will get started. Okay, so I've actually got everything cut out, but to start with we are going to use just a bag I got from the dollar store. This is just a black bag, and it measures, let me see, it measures 5 1/8 by 8 5/8. So it's just one of the skinny bags, a small bag. And what I did was I picked out my pattern pieces, and then I wanted the mat using the embossing folder. So I did emboss it. It's longer than the actual folder, so I had to emboss it twice, and I still missed the middle part, but I'm not that concerned because a lot of it's going to be covered up by our pattern paper. However, I did have a bit of trouble getting the right sandwich for this. I have a Big Shot, and it bent and warped my embossing folder just to get this impression. So you'll probably have to fiddle with that if you do have the kit. So this is going to be my mat. So let's go ahead and start assembling this. The mat size is 4 by 7.5. And because I just ran out of tape, of course, just a second. Okay, tape is refilled and ready to use. I'm going to actually put quite a bit of tape on here because the bag has these ripples and dimensions in them while they're folded up. So I want to make sure I have enough tape on there that it's actually going to secure. Might even consider using liquid glue at some point, but for today, this is what we're doing. We're going to put that there. That's going to be our mat. Then what I want to do is I actually want to make this a shaker piece. So what I'm going to do is I've picked out a circle die. This is a 2 7/8, and it has the, you know, the stitched part, but that really doesn't matter because when it cuts out, it's just going to make a hole. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to adhere the pattern paper to my mat. And I chose to do this first. That way when I cut out the hole, it cuts through both of the pieces of paper. So I get them in the exact same spot. So I'm going to go to my die cutting machine and go cut this out. Okay, so now that I've cut that out, it has cut a hole in both the mat and the pattern paper. And this is what's going to go on here. Now what I want to do is I don't want this as my background, so I cut just a 3.5 or 3 1/4, just a piece big enough to cover that hole. This actually measures 3.5 by 6. And then the mat is always, I do an 1/8 of an inch bigger. So I'll go ahead and adhere that down. I'm just going to use it to cover up the circle. I'm going to put some tape on that. Take this, put it where you want to go, and adhere that down. Okay, so that's going to give us our background piece for the shaker. Okay, now what we want to do is smooth this out of the way. We're going to put some acetate on the back of this, which the kit did come with a piece of acetate, so I'm just going to cut it down to size. We need to take some foam tape. This I actually got from the 99-cent store, which came in a pack of 3, and it came with 3 sizes. So it had a skinny, a medium, and a fatter one. So I'm going to try using this today. I actually have not used it before, so we'll see how that works. But I'm going to actually put it on top of this so you all can see what I'm doing since I got black paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of this off, and I think if you take the backing off, it bends better. Okay, so we're going to continue to wrap this around the opening because this is going to keep our shaker pieces inside. Okay, so now we have our window with our foam tape on it. And now we need to put our shaker pieces in there. So I'm going to use the shaker pieces that came with the kit. And I'm just going to put some down here in the center. You use as many as you want, depending on how much shake you want to it. Got a fairly decent sized window, so I think that's good. those there. And then I'm going to, actually I have to add more foam tape down here because it's gotta be level. Okay, now that we have all our foam, I'm going to just check the front and try and push out whatever I can out of the way. And then we're going, just wipe off that. Try and make sure there's no dust and stuff in there. And then we'll set this over the top. Adhere that down. And there we have our shaker. Okay, so now that we have our bag together, let's go ahead and finish it up with our embellishments. And like I said, what I did was I took the stamp set and I stamped the frog with the butterflies, and I colored them with Prismacolor markers and some Copics, but I don't have a big Copic stash. I have the Prismacolor brush markers. So, and then I have our sentiment that I stamped as well. So I did cut the sentiment a little wonky for one, because that's just how I cut it. But I do want to matte it on black, so I'm going to matte it here and cut it out. And then I think I'm going to adhere it to, we'll put it there for right now because we got to cut out our frogs and our butterflies. Okay, now that we have all our pieces cut out, we'll go ahead and place those around. I'm kind of thinking I don't really like the square of this. I like to do more of an organic shape here. I don't like so much of that, and let's round that over. Okay. So let's go ahead and place our frog here and then the butterflies. And I think I'm going to use some more foam tape for him. This is just, actually I like, let me get them. I like these. I got this comes from the dollar store also, the Dollar Tree, and they're just already broken up for you, so that works out much better for this. So we'll use that. And I think I'm going to place him over here, and then we'll put our butterflies on. Okay, and then finally our sentiment. And I think I'm just going to adhere this directly to the base. So I think that actually concludes the bag portion of the Bag and Tag Tuesday. We got a shaker bit element to our gift bag. And so now let's turn over to working on the actual tag. Okay, so the tag portion's gonna be fairly simple, but it'll still be cute. So what I'm gonna do is I actually just got a tag. I think I got these at Hobby Lobby. One side is cream and the other side is white, and since everything we're working on is white, I'm going to use the white side. So what I did was I cut out a mat. I like to have mats on all of my stuff. I'm going to set this aside because we're going to pop it up on there, so we'll just build it off of the card. To hang it from our bag, I have some twine from my stash. It's the same twine as I have down there. I like to just I get these are actually like vintage style clothespins that I just get from Hobby Lobby, and I just wrap my twine around them, and then I have them in a jar on my in my craft area. So we'll go ahead, we'll put this through there, and we will tie it to our bag. And there we have our bag and tag for Bag and Tag Tuesday. And one last thing that I want to do to go with this is I want to make a matching gift card. So let's set that aside and bring in our gift card. What I'm using is, this is a template from what is it? OWH. From OWH, it's sketch number 30. And it's just a template that I used, and we will assemble that. So I'm just using an A2 size card. This is a normal standard card base, and let's go ahead and assemble the card. now we have all elements of our gift set. So we have our shaker bag that is full of these frog and flower shaker bits with our stamped images that have been colored, and a tag to go along with our bag, and a gift card. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back again next week for another Bag and Tag Tuesday. Thanks.